This is 100 days of survival on a train in the infected apocalypse in Minecraft. This will be the most hardcore episode in the history of this survival. Will I be able to get to the safe zone? A place where we can build our house and, for example, a settlement after this apocalypse. The infection is getting stronger and stronger and the locations are getting more and more dangerous. A huge number of things are waiting for you in this episode, ranging from the temperature decrease to new locations, super monsters, and an unexpected twist at the end of the episode that made me really tense. I am Zeman. Subscribe to the channel and let's go! A blizzard has come, and along with it, several factors that have appeared that complicated my survival. The first and foremost is temperature. Now I will have to constantly warm up near any blocks that emit light. If this is not done, then I will freeze to death and our survival will end in a second. And to prevent this, I first of all made a fire. I had no idea my team wrote another mod that makes me freeze to death if I don't stand next to something warm. Look, from here I can see their legs. Okay, it's better not to leave this place. But just a minute later, a couple of infected were still able to get into my ruins. Yeah, come on, another one! I think I forgot to close something. Somehow they're getting through. Having closed all the holes through which the monsters could pass, I realized that I need to make some kind of room. Firstly, it's gonna protect me from monsters, and secondly, for better heating. Because my team said that indoors heat is better, which means we can warm up faster. Well, I would like to add that our location is simply huge. I left the train on some old bridge, and because of the snowfall and the whole story with heat and cold, I couldn't explore the area normally, so I don't even know where I should go. And let me remind you that our main task is to get to the so-called oasis, where there will be no infection that is constantly bothering us, from which we have to run away from location to location, and where you can build a new life, and most importantly, survive these 100 days. Now we need to get some wood, and immediately it's written in chat, you are cold, you need to warm up. Here it is, by the way. And about that in general, where in the world are we? Monsters are running at me again. Look, looks like some kind of skeleton. On the same day, I decided to collect some wood so I could smelt it in the furnace to make my room warm. But there was a problem. My fire axe mined coal from the tree. There's a small problem. I have this flaming axe right here, and when I break a tree, coal falls out. And what do you think I should do about that? Finally, in the evening, having obtained a tree with a normal iron axe, I began to build my base. I decided to choose the second floor and began to make it. The most important condition is that there are no holes. Then the heat will be well preserved. Having made the ceiling, it was already going dark. Look, I made a ceiling like this, completely closed up all the holes, and even put a door like this. By the way, it's still dark outside. But what happens next will completely shock you. Suddenly, while I was furnishing my home, the message "You are infected" appeared on my screen. As it turned out later, this text will completely change our survival. Nearby there is a camp of scientists. Perhaps you can find information about the infection. Coordinates 6,980 and 6,000. What does that mean? I mean, am I infected? What kind of joke is this? I don't even know what to do right now. So, for starters, I wanted to actually make a wall here. Let's actually finally build it. At that moment, I didn't know at all if this was some kind of plot story that was 100% supposed to happen, or if it was some kind of terrible random event. It was also frightening that the event bar in the lower left corner of the screen, which was throughout all 3 episodes, simply disappeared. I decided to wait until morning and go to these coordinates. Day 70. And first of all, I decided to run to my train, to take some food for myself and see if I have leather armor, because thanks to it, I can stay in the cold for longer. So, but there's good news. First, I had a leather chest plate, and second, I took some food. I like to eat. I already forgot about all my tasks, and most importantly, I wanted to run to those very coordinates in order to find what kind of infection I had. But before that, I ran into some monsters and some other interesting NPCs. I don't know what kind of flying thing appeared here. It doesn't really look like SpongeBob, and she doesn't really look like anything else either. Come on, well, it wasn't as hard as I thought. Time to reload our revolver and show these monsters who's in charge! So I came across a checkpoint where there were some people in armor and with guns. And I thought that maybe there were some dialogues with them. So I decided to come up and talk. Stop! Further passage is closed. You look infected. But then how do I move on? You can't. Thank you, you just saved me. In addition to everything, I realized that it was exactly where I needed to be. Across this railway where there were barriers through which I couldn't get through. It was necessary to somehow get rid of the infection in order to move on. Okay, there are some more soldiers here. Okay, Commandant. Hello, Survivor. What are you doing here? We're investigating the infection. Look, you look like a good fighter, and we need help. 2 of our soldiers are missing. Their mission was to explore a city inhabited by a lone mutant. It would be a great opportunity to take his blood to develop an antidote. But our guys never returned, and contact with them is lost. We need to find out what happened to them. Nothing more is required from you. Another mission? Why not? Maybe this will help me somehow. Taking another mission, I realized that there were multiple messages saying that I need to warm up, and I thought that right now I need to make a furnace and cook something in it, since it was already too late to go back. You are very cold. You need to warm up right now, otherwise you will die. Okay, this is no longer funny. Right now with a flaming axe, I can get coal like this, and I think that this will be enough to place a few torches. Although I don't know if this will help us or not, but I really have to make torches and place them around the perimeter of this entire room. Having closed up all the holes, mined some cobblestone, and made a furnace, I finally began to warm up, and this meant that we would definitely survive this night. Morning of the 71st day. The blizzard never ended. There were infected monsters all around, and our goal was to reach the coordinates where there might be something that could help us. The virus is progressing. You're in worse shape. I don't understand. Fatigue appeared? What? As you may have noticed, now I have a permanent fatigue effect, due to which I now break all blocks for a very long time. I know that the virus will progress further, but one thing is clear. If we do not find some kind of antidote tomorrow, my survival may end. If you look closely, there is some kind of infected. Look, and not even one, there's 2 of them. Okay, I feel like the further we go on this map, the worse and worse things get. And also, this is where the railway ends. So, as I understand it, we need to remove the infection, and then we can probably leave this location. When that will be, I don't know. Given that I'm tired right now and I don't know what effects will appear next, it's getting a little scary. And now I finally reached those coordinates. Behind the fence, I saw some kind of weird monster and decided to go around and find another entrance, since I didn't really want to fight with it. So I'm gonna carefully explore everything so that no one will jump on me. When I reached the nearest building, I began opening the chests and found some quite useful loot there. I think everything that gives light should also help us warm up a little bit. Let's warm up a bit here and move on. The blocks of course now broke for a very long time, but there was nothing I can do about it. When I got into the main building, I saw a bunch of infected with whom I dealt really quickly. And I also found a very interesting chest with a note in it. Wait, if I drink milk, will the effect disappear? Oh! It worked! Okay, book and quill. Day 20. Today we saw an old man who lives in a house near the lake. We decided to interrogate him. It turned out that he was a doctor of several sciences. For the sake of the experiment, they gave him a daily work of one scientist. He completed it in an hour. I think the book here is for a reason. It'll probably help us find the same person who can just help us with the infection. My team really buffed the plot and the survival. Before, I just survived, but now a whole plot of some kind suddenly appears. When I looted the entire location, I decided to return home already, and I wanted to avoid encounters with huge and very powerful monsters, so the day was coming to an end. Day 72. The blizzard is completely over. Visibility has improved significantly, and now I will freeze much slower. Good morning, friends. Look, it all cleared up. I want to say that I only have 6 leather right now, so I think I'll make myself a new helmet. Okay, done. I think that our new task is gonna go look for some leather, because the more leather armor we have, the less the cold affects us, which is very important in the current conditions. Let's go. I walked around the surroundings for a long time, but somewhere in the middle of the day, I found an interesting dungeon. It was a small power plant, and of course, they were infected. I came across some kind of power plant, and I already see the infected here. Oh my god, boys, where are you running? Okay, I don't know how many of you are here. Oh, too many! Too many! Okay, never mind, guys. Wow! When I dealt with all the other infected, I began to loot the location. Of course, I didn't find any leather here, but there was a lot of interesting loot. When I finally finished looting, I decided to return home. And then suddenly, on the 73rd day, something happened that I could not expect. The infected zone was already on its way. I already forgot what it looks like, and now it reminds me of itself again. For those who have not watched the previous episode, I will tell you, but for those who have forgotten, I will remind you. For the whole survival, we're running away from the infected zone. If it overtakes us, then there is practically no chance to survive. No! The beacons are starting to appear again. Oh, come on, no. We need to get out of here quickly. Right now, we need to pick up all of our stuff from our base. I don't know how I'll keep warm at night and how I will solve the problem that I'm infected. But definitely, we need to get out of here right now because tomorrow, everything will be infected. I decided to get out of my base, take all my things, and put them on the train and keep going. But the problem was that I could not move further because I had an infection and the barriers did not let me go further. All I could do was move my train about 20 blocks, but even that won me at least one day. At some point, I completely forgot that the infection was pursuing us. We need to find an antidote for the virus as soon as possible. I decided to go back to the science base and look around for some clues. I'll go down the road now and try to find something. In the evening, I still managed to find the house with the lake, which was mentioned in the note, and I hoped that they would be able to help me there. Oh, well, perhaps this is the same house of the scientist. Oh wait, come on, no! Look, the same old man. Wait, that's actually him. Who are you? You look pale. You look like you ate some expired stew. What brought you here? I am infected. I heard that you're a good scientist. I need help. Antidote? Are you sick? Oh no. I can make any medicine. As a child, I cured a fly from a cold, but I need new equipment. Not far from here, there's a strange hole in the mountain with a large iron door. I heard they have tools that I need, and if you find me some new boots, I'll heal you. Bring them to me. Why should I bring him new boots? Are you serious? My life depends on finding him new boots? What is this behind me? Some weird monster. Perhaps this grandfather is crazy, but I don't know if I have any other options for my salvation. Day 74. Not far from the same house was some kind of suburb. I think it was a good idea to go there and look for something useful. If you remember, the guys at the checkpoint gave us a mission that some huge monster lives in some city. And yes, if you think that I didn't see him, no, of course I didn't. Keep watching to see what happened. Okay, come on, no. Oh my god, I see something. Okay, I see something. We just need to run away. Wow, this is a real monster. Come on. Thus, this whole situation led me to some kind of cave, in which there were even cameras. Going downstairs, I looked around, got some ore, and saw 2 survivors behind the barricade. Oh, wow! Military Jack! Survivor, help us. My partner was badly injured, and I cannot carry him alone. Are you the military from a checkpoint at the Iron Station? Yes! How did you know? I met your comrades, and the commandant gave me a mission to find out what happened to you. Phew! Good to have you here. We got a sample of the city monster's blood. Give it to the commandant and report that we are alive. Be careful. We still don't understand the pattern of his behavior. He is very dangerous. Guys, it seems we are talking about the monster that I just saw on the street. When I received this information, I immediately began to get out of the cave, and it was already evening. When I saw the monster again, I dealt with it pretty quickly, and I decided to go back to the checkpoint to finish the mission. But it was already getting dark, so I decided to wait out the night in the nearest tent. Okay, there's a tent here near the science camp. By the way, I haven't been there yet, although... Oh! Bonfire! Okay, let's warm up a bit. So, there's a chest here? Okay, that's it. I'll place the fire here, and all that remains is to wait for the morning. Morning of day 75. I was on my way to complete the mission and of course, receive a reward for it. There are no monsters around. It's just great news. Now I want to run away and finish this mission, and then solve the problem with my infection. Surprisingly, so far everything has been more or less okay. I didn't have any new side effects and there weren't any signs either, but it was impossible to delay. So I decided to complete the mission and continue looking for what the old man needed. Look, there's a medic here. Thank you, survivor. Let me take part of the sample and leave the other half to you. I think you'll need it. Okay, ready. You can go. Alright guys, now let's get some kind of reward, I guess. We did a really cool job. Oh wow! Look what I got! Yes, it was a real new train car that looked just perfect. I immediately decided to put it on. Just look at this! Now we have a new wagon! Day 76. I kept looking for what the old man needed. So today my task was to explore the entire location to the very end. And I even found something interesting. For example, an infected zone, where as you remember from past episodes, Skull can be found. The first infected zone was not very difficult, although there were new flying monsters, but I still took my Skull and proceeded with my journey. I visited a second infected zone without any problems. The virus got worse and fatigue hit me again. The virus is progressing. You got worse. Again? Fatigue? Oh, come on. I found another Skulk, a golden apple, and I should probably get the hell out of here ASAP. By the way, if there are still people who haven't seen the previous episode, Skulk is a thing with which you can buy various resources from merchants. But there was one problem. Having gone around the whole map, I still haven't found the mysterious door. It was most likely a bunker, and we need to find everything there in order to recover from this infection. So the next day, I applied the following tactic. I decided to walk along the mountains because I thought that the best place to hide the bunker is directly next to them. And you won't believe it, but it worked. I have 2 news. First, I found this entrance, and the second thing is there's some flies flying around me. I don't know what it has to do with, but I'm guessing it's most likely the infection. I began to carefully descend into the bunker. In fact, I really explored the whole location, and this was definitely the place states where we should find something to cure me. For example, what the old man asked to find. As usual, I was greeted by the infected, with which I dealt very quickly. And by the way, there's a lot of good loot here, which I happily took. Okay, I have to be careful and try to find some armor here. And it's good that there were no problems with armor in the bunker. I was quickly able to find myself good protection. And in addition, I found those specific boots. Look, I found the boots. These are probably the boots that I need to give to the old man. Okay, half the job is done. Let's keep exploring the bunker. For the rest of the day, I was fighting monsters and explored this bunker. But the most important thing that I found is the very thing I needed in order to recover from the infection. OAC and regeneration potion. That's it, guys. I found everything I need. I'll just finish looking around the bunker and then I'll go back to the old man. Only on the morning of the next day I returned. Okay, old man, who are you? What? Oh, you have the new boots and appliances. Come here, the medicine is ready. Goodbye. Antidote. Okay, great. Well, now I just need to drink it. I drank the medicine, and after a while, finally, it was written on the screen, and I was completely healthy. It was just great news. Woo! Victory! And finally, on day 78, I left this location on my favorite train and proceeded with my journey, because very soon we can get to the oasis. Day 79, I was on the road on my favorite train. The infection was over, and I moved through the endless winter mountains that felt like they never end. Most of our survival is over, but believe me, the interesting things are just happening. Day 80. Among the snow-capped mountains, I saw some kind of building, and it was just great news. Wow, guys, it looks like some kind of railroad depot. Okay, right now, the main thing is to stop carefully. Okay, wait, come on. Okay, we're good. Apparently, I ended up in some new snowy location, and I think I'm not too welcome here, because some strange monsters immediately attacked me. What is that? Is that a bear? Yeah, the monsters are quite interesting here. There's some other insects crawling around, look. Even though it was daytime, there was still a huge number of infected in the location. So the first thing I decided to do was clear the building of the monsters. Okay, we've got a box here, some armor, and a circuit board. I don't have any armor. Okay, I look pretty cool. After killing all the monsters, I was able to loot the entire depot. My attention was also drawn to a box that stood under the ceiling. Well, this ladder is definitely hanging here for a reason. Most likely there is some kind of parkour here. I decided to jump over the blocks to see if it was even possible to get there. And jump! Okay, great. So now the main thing is to carefully go there and not screw up. Box, you'll be mine! So here we have a note and 2 blocks of rough wool. I wonder if this is gonna be needed at all. It's so cold here. The scientists need food to cope with the virus. They're already close to the solution. I need to get to the research station as soon as possible. It was already going dark while I was reading the note, so I decided to get on the train and wait out that night. On the morning of day 81, I decided to keep going by rail. I was already pretty curious about what I'm gonna see later. For example, the top secret and mysterious laboratory SCAT. It was our next stop. What is that? Is there a beacon up there? But the infection is behind me. Okay, this is a little weird. Maybe it's just a bug. But the strangeness didn't end there. When I went inside the building, I didn't see a single monster, even though ordinary buildings are teeming with them. It was strange, but I didn't have any choice, because I got here in the evening. So I chose a room and decided to spend the night there. Yeah, I think I can sleep here. Carefully? Well, as they say, it's not forbidden to live luxuriously. In the morning, I heard some strange sounds, and you have no idea what was waiting for me on the other side of the door. A huge, incredibly large number of beacons. Come on, I'm even scared to open the door. Okay, this seems like some sort of trap. Oh, look, infected! The monsters immediately attacked me, and I decided to return back to my so-called temporary shelter. There was nothing I can do. I was at a dead end here, and most likely, they're infected that can break blocks. So I didn't think of anything better than breaking the planks and just running. Come on, run! Don't look back, just run. Okay, close everything with planks. Fast, quick. Okay, done. But it was too early to relax, because as soon as I opened the doors, some infected monsters ran at me again. Okay, now I just need to finish off these beacons. Ooh, a box. Okay, note, a booklet. Okay, let's take it. Having looted most of the building, I already decided to return back to the train, because the monsters continued to spawn, and the ammo was, after all, not infinite. Let's go. Leave me alone! Ah! I don't understand how I survived, but today, it seems we're sleeping on the train again. During the night, I decided to read the note I found in this building. In this note, it was written about some kind of creature that lives in this location, and also that there is some kind of weather station on the opposite side of the scat behind the railway. So, on the morning of the 82nd day, I decided to go there right away. I don't know if I should go there, but there's no other options, so let's go. I walked for about half a day until some strange structure appeared on the horizon. There's a tower in front of us, and I don't see anything that could prevent me from climbing it. A man said, a man did. Let's go. Look, I can already see the mutants from here. Oh wow. Okay, anvil. Alright, we'll take it. I quickly enchanted the pickaxe and went to loot the location. Of the most interesting, I found another note there which said that all compasses in this location point to the same place. It was some kind of cave, and I wonder if it's somehow connected with that same monster. We'll check it out tomorrow. Why are there so many of you? Oh, no, half HP, half HP. No, oh my god, wow. When I returned to the train, I made myself a compass. And in the morning, I went to look for that cave. Day 84, I continued to ride through this snow-covered wasteland and suddenly noticed something on my left. Oh, there's something there. The compass is pointing in that direction. I feel like this is it, guys. As soon as I approached the cave, the boss bar appeared at the top of my screen. And I immediately knew that a battle was waiting for me here. What is that? It turned out to be the cave of the evil Yeti. And everything would be fine if not for one problem. I'm completely out of ammo. So, well, it seems I have to kill him with my sword. Go. Okay, eating a apple. It was only thanks to the apple that I was able to survive and defeat this boss. We did it, guys. Here are the items. Look, they fell out of the monster. Oh, there's also a book there. Let's read it. Hello, Zeman. Congratulations. You were able to defeat the Yeti guard. The path to the next location is now open. We want to note that you're already very close to the oasis. Keep up the good work. Well, if so, then I'll quickly get on the train and go. I didn't hesitate and immediately set off. I drove all night and finally, in the morning of the next day, I left the winter biome. I had not seen green grass for a very long time and was very pleased. Soon, we will find the oasis, and I was already curious to know what it really is. The infected city is a location in which everything is covered with the infection. Beacons and monsters constantly spawn around, and this is the location I have to visit today. Approaching the railway platform, I had no idea what trials lay ahead of me. Come on, where are we right now? What kind of place is this? How many beacons are there? So, there's no monsters here. Apparently, I was near a small railway depot. It was a good place to find some loot. Okay, box, golden apple, shoes, and a book. Nice. The railroad ahead is broken. We'll have to call the repairman. It turns out that the railway ahead was broken, and in order to go further, this railway needed to be repaired, and this requires special items. I don't like this place. Yeah, but okay, a depot. Okay, another chest, ammo, biodiesel, diamond, first aid kits. Okay, it's getting dark. I think I should leave. Then I came on rather quickly. Okay, I'm gonna hide here. Right now, we'll put a fire and make some kebabs. Having barricaded all the walls from the monsters with blocks, I began to wait out the night. But then, I didn't even know that the more I was in this location, the more monsters would spawn around. The location looked very gloomy and dark. In a sense, there was no desire to walk on it at all. But I understood that this is our last frontier to the oasis, and we had to do it. Good morning. I hear someone. Again, the neighbors are doing repairs. Oh, come on. Oh, boxes. I didn't even notice them. Oh, a machine gun, ammo, and a book with a quill. So, the railroad track repairmen are due to arrive today. We need to meet them at the warehouse and start work. You may have to use the backup store in the dam. Okay, I have a feeling that the nearest place we're going to is the dam. But first, we need to get out of this place. Having dealt with the monsters that surrounded me, I went to loot the city. On the way, I saw a bunch of beacons that spawned so many infected. Look, there's a chest hanging up there. Parkour time, let's go! Let's go quickly. I beat the parkour fairly quickly. It was really easy. Okay, let's go! Okay, nice. So, okay, we have the same armor I have, 2 first aid kits, ammo, and a grappling hook? Oh, this is really cool. And of course, I decided to immediately test this thing. Okay, I just throw it. Okay, be careful. Wow, you didn't even know, but I'm Spider-Man. Okay, the next building is waiting for us. Let's go. Whoa! Okay, that was tough. Okay, this is a really cool thing. It's good that there aren't many infected monsters here. Otherwise, it would be a complete mess. Okay, enchanted book. So far, we're pretty lucky with the loot, guys. By the way, for some reason, some boxes can only be opened with the help of a crowbar. In one of these, I found a note. There's no more room in our warehouse. We need to transfer everything to a backup warehouse. Now we just need to wait for Edward, who lives in the central high-rise building, so that he opens the doors to us to the dam. Then I realized that just like that, I probably wouldn't be able to get into the dam, so I decided to find Edward's apartment the next day. With the help of a grappling hook and my awesome parkour skills, I quickly found the building that I needed. Friends, welcome to the home program. Today we're going to visit Edward. And from below, by the way, we even have monster friends. But even this will not stop us from visiting. Break for a snack? I am also human. Having quickly dealt with the monsters, I began to loot chests. Found some food, a weapon ammo, and also a key to the dam. At that time, to be honest, I was worried about only one thing. The place where I made my overnight stay is surrounded by a huge number of beacons, which means that a huge number of infected monsters can appear there. So I thought that I should change the place of my home. I collected a few interior items, and the next morning I began to look for a place for my new base. I decided to choose the same building with a box and parkour. Firstly, it was close enough to my train, and secondly, there was a convenient opening in order to make an entrance there. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of work to be done here. There's a hell of a lot of cobwebs and foliage. Ugh. I decided not to waste any wood supplies on my train and just dug up some more spruce. I made the floor of the building completely from scratch. For the next whole day, I made lighting, arranged furniture, and the apartment began to look quite cozy. In order not to run for resources every time, I even made a small storage unit. Well, of course, I made a farm right in the apartment. I decided to plant some wheat as to not waste my supplies in the future. The next morning, my base was complete. Welcome to the hallway. I think it looks pretty good. Here's my storage unit. There must be a fire extinguisher. This is my bedroom, and this is my workplace. Look at this cool creeper. Well, here of course is my favorite farm. The dam. Will I be able to find the details that I just need to go further? That's what I should find out when I go here the next day. Okay, there it is. It's just massive. When I climbed up to the top, I saw a bunch of monsters that blocked my path. Come on! Oh, there's another one! How many lives do they have? Okay, nobody's here. It's not opening. Oh, okay. Okay, let's start going down. Of course it was scary. I practically went through this whole survival and I didn't want to die at all. I had to be careful. Having made my way down into the insides of the dam and killing all the monsters, I finally found the necessary components. And after that, I immediately began to get out. Okay, great. We can fix the railroad now. In the morning, I immediately began to repair the rails. Nevertheless, on the way, I came across some location, but I didn't find anything particularly interesting there. Oh, what's up? Do you want my apple? Well, I can't give you my apple, but I can give you a rotten segment. Okay, bye. Okay, you just need to right-click and... Oh, great! Another part, guys! Let's go! Stop! Attention, the horde is approaching? Wait, what? What does that mean? Okay, I don't know what that means, but I think we should get the hell out of here. There are more and more monsters. Okay, we have to run. Okay, carefully. Apple. Why are there so many of them? Okay, I have to use my grappling hook. Okay, no. Come on. 1 HP. Okay, we have to run. Okay, get this. Take it. Get this. Okay, my ammo can... Okay, what's going on? Okay, just get on the train. That's it. Full throttle. Let's go. Let's get out of here, quick. We just overcame the most difficult location in this survival. And just ahead is the last place that we will visit in this survival. This is our new home, the Oasis. And finally, after such a long journey, we got to the final destination, where you can start your life all over again. Okay guys, I can't honestly believe this right now, but it looks like we've arrived at the end of the road, guys. Okay. Wow, we actually got to the very end of the railway. Okay, so there's something here. Let's see. A ticket to the infected zone. Okay, not a bad Easter egg. At the moment, I was incredibly happy because I thought that one of the most difficult survivals was already over. But I was dead wrong. I saw a path along which I decided to walk, and as a result, I reached an interesting building. Okay, look at this house. It's so cool. There's even a little pond here, look. When I went inside the house and onto the balcony, I understood why this place is called the Oasis. In the center, there was a massive lake. Apparently, it is because of that lake that this place is called the Oasis. Okay, there's a note here. Let's read it. Oasis, a place made to continue life after the infected apocalypse. You found it. You were able to go all the way to this fabulous place where you can start all over again. But there is still a couple of nuances. Go down the basement, you'll find out everything there. Okay, what is this plot twist? I thought it was already done. Okay, here's the entrance. Let's go take a look. Okay, interesting. Apparently, it was some kind of bunker. After looting a couple of boxes, one thing seemed very strange to me. Why were there turrets and AKs in the boxes? It scared me a little, but then I finally understood everything. Okay, there's a note here. The last frontier. You thought it was the end, but it's not. Now you have to protect the Oasis and prove that you deserve to live here. Very soon, the infection will come here and you have to stop it. Then you will pass the survival. I think you have a couple of days. I advise you to build a defense defense. Okay, what kind of plot twist is this? Come on! This was very unexpected for me, because I was planning to calmly end my survival, but it seems not everything is so simple. Okay, there is no time to waste. I have to build the defenses right now. First of all, given that we already arrived at the final station, I decided to unload all of my wagons, because there was a huge amount of things in them. Then I decided to clear some territory for my defense. There was no time to sleep, so I did this all night. Morning, and today I have already begun to build my bastions. In addition, I also found turrets that will also help me if the same infected suddenly attack me, as well as barbed wire, which if anything will delay and cause additional damage. It took me all day to build up the defense. Also, walking at night through this forest, I suddenly found some ruins with a little surprise. Okay guys, I found something in the forest. It turns out that there are some small dungeons here too. Okay, let's open the box. Diamonds, iron, and ammo. Okay, one more chest. Oh, what? A chest with a surprise. Okay, crab claw. Can I eat it? Wow. Okay, another box. First aid kits, ammo. Not bad. Day 98. And as it turned out, tomorrow, I was facing the final battle. Okay, look, the first beacon has appeared. Beacons are coming, guys. They're appearing. Come on, look at how many infected there are. How many beacons are there? Oh my god. Look how many monsters are there as well. Oh my. Okay, come on. The turret's under attack. Okay. The flying ones are coming as well. No. Okay, first aid kit, quick. Okay, they broke the second turret over there. No. Okay, apple, quick. How many are there? I understood that there were more and more of them, but at the same time, I understood that I only had one chance to survive and complete the survival. I had to make the most of it. Come on. Okay, guys, I think we did it. Wow. The battle was not easy, but I did it. There is practically nothing left of the defensive position at all. But the most important thing is that I can proudly say, we have completed this survival. Wait, look guys, my hearts have become normal and not hardcore. Oh my god, it's real. No way. On the same day, I ran to the house on the mountain, where a new chest has already spawned. I opened it and read the note. You have completed the survival. On behalf of the entire team, we congratulate you. There are still many undiscovered secrets in the oasis that are waiting for you. Maybe you will find out what the next survival will be, or maybe something even cooler. Good luck. Another survival completed. Another incredible story on my channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, good luck to everyone, and goodbye.